No. Hector the Selector. Easy, this is Cross. Time passes by, and the seconds tick past and turn into the past. But I'll never forget the day we took the time to break down the rhymes over some truly and squares as we analyze and split hairs over the troubles and cares in our life that we took in because we cared about each other and learned that we are just brothers, looking for the guidance in the message laid out that lit the path that led the way back to the day when stacking cash meant living by ends meet on the streets. But one day I'll look back and you'll see me looking back at you from the top of the mountain of everything that we've been through and respectively accomplish in our hurdles in life we demolish, and from the dust and the ashes we rebuild and restart the empire that is meant to settle in among the greats, the ones that came before us and had something to say. So I'ma say everything I wanna before it's too late. Too late to reach out to the ones you love. Take nothing for granted because you don't know what you got until it's gone. And when you look back at the memory of love's first kiss with our girls, you think back and laugh at the fact that you nearly miss. But the feeling washes waves all over you, reminding me of my own relationship that ended in a world derailed. Thinking back on the fact that there is nothing better than this. When her lips locked with mine and we got lost in time, wrestling with the way this gentle love had taken over my brain and turned the pleasure into pain. But I know it's wrong because I know that she was going to start to stray, because she was on a journey to become somebody great, and far away is where she'll end up because she's talented and will never give up. I see it in the paintings that she made and the carvings and the sculptures that revealed the beauty of the art that her hands could make. And I still remember the way my hands held her face in the late nights, seeking shelter in the pouring rain. In a first apartment we shared together, I'm thankful and grateful that you taught me what it was to live and love and laugh through the good times and the bad. I remember your smile and I'm glad. I still think about the way we used to talk for hours like babies, annoying the fuck out of our friends. But they didn't understand the strength of the bond that we made, and the fact that even though you're gone, it still hasn't faded. And from my memory, in fact, it only serves to encourage me to grow. From the simple fact that thinking back reminds me that I'm strong enough and have taken the greatest risk to love someone and earned the sweetest reward of being loved in return. The lessons learned no longer burns, but instead creates the dreams I see when I go to bed. And when I close my eyes, I'm taken aback to a time when I was still the apple of yours, and you painted me and told me that there was beauty in a demon that is powerful enough to let his guard down. Enough to learn to realize that his evil ways are simply the days of the past. And in my gaze, she saw the dream that I could see on the horizon when I knelt on one knee with a diamond ring and asked her to marry me and to be my wife on top of a snowy mountain. I asked her to spend the rest of her life with me because she saved mine when I thought I had already wasted away and died from the sins I committed in the past, which melted away the moment we realized that we were made for each other's mistakes, and that we met in the middle of the hurricane, in the eye of the storm, and the calm that only we know. I could never let those memories go. I miss our boys and the way your face would light up at the start of the day after a good night's sleep, and the first thing you saw was us staring at you in admiration of your beauty and all the things you would do, putting us in front of your world. And I didn't realize how much you were being held back until you were gone. And I couldn't even fathom your absence in the wake of the way you left. I never got to say goodbye or ask you why, or sit down with you and say I appreciated you and everything you did for me and everything that you do, especially for the world, as you would venture out and clean up and bring and make everywhere you went a better place. Your ass even planted trees everywhere we would plan to stay, and you never forgot to remind me that I am loved, worthy to breathe, to relax, and remember I don't have to always be on the attack, because kindness is stronger than the sharpness of the blade that was buried in the back. In my back, by the world so cold, I thought together we would grow old. I don't even know you now anymore. I just hope that wherever you are free and loved and happy and content with everything in your life, and you accomplished everything you dreamed you would do. As I think back and remember you, remembering me, focusing on the curves of my face, nothing out of place. With each brush stroke on the canvas, I've never seen someone take the time to look at me that way. But through your eyes, I felt love, and I saw God looking back at me. Freedom is the ability to give and help anyone and everyone you can. To find yourself strong enough to carry the world you've created, protecting the ones you love until your last breath. They say that warriors die in love, not in hate, no matter if they died in battle or old age. So this is me telling you that I still look up to the sky and think of you and remember your name at the full moon. And for a second, I can still feel you with me.